Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.
What eating mistakes you should not make going into 2013. Of course, I'm here at Kirk Supermarket with Andrea Hill, the nutrition expert. Please shed some lights. Resolutions, everything's about to take place and it's going down.
Right, and you know, a lot of people I think start January the 1st off with the same old. You know, they have a certain ideal in their minds of what they should and should not be doing. And some of the things that we think we are doing well, we should not be continuing to do in 2013. So just some of the most common mistakes, just to help people. Number one is don't assume that you don't eat a lot of salt. I think a lot of people believe that if they are not using the salt shaker at the table, that they are not consuming much salt at all in their diets. And that is simply untrue. The majority of the salt we take in is actually from restaurant meals and processed packaged foods like the ones I have up here. Okay? So very important for people to note that, you know, just because we are not eating
You're not adding it.
We're not adding it out of this. That we're actually somewhat higher.
People actually have been adding it to everything. They'll have their salty meals, whether it's packaged or not, and then they'll just continue to add more.
Right. So what you want to do to kind of reverse this mistake is eat more fresh foods, cook more meals at home, and definitely, you know, read the labels as we've always done to make sure that you're not getting too much sodium.
So that's eating mistake number one.
That's right. The other one is, you know, we take in too much sugar, okay? And this goes beyond the sugar that goes in your coffee or your hot drink in the morning. It's again those hidden sources. So I've got three classic, you know, your sodas, your Red Bulls, your vitamin water. That sounds healthy. We think it's kind of like water, but nothing's going to be pure H2O. We've got a lot of hidden sugars in here.
And let's be real, we just came out of the holiday season. We consume so much sugar. Let's just put that aside and not have it at all, right?
Well, you know what? Reduce it. Even if you're going with a natural sugar like things like agave and honey, be mindful that these are still sugary sources. So for women out there, no more than 6 teaspoons of sugar a day. That's 24 grams. And for men, 9 teaspoons a day or 36 grams of sugar.
Okay.
Good for people to know that.
All right.
Okay. Another thing is we skimp out on our protein. In other words, we don't eat enough of that staying power. And protein really helps stave off hunger for a lot of us.
Okay.
So snacking on things like cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, nut butters, cheese, right? Adding this. So in other words, instead of just eating an apple, for example, as a snack, pair it with some nut butter, right?
And it tastes good too.
It does. It really, really does. So instead of just a handful of crackers, maybe have a handful of crackers with the cheese stick, right? To really carry it through.
What about adding the nut butter with your pineapple, with your apple?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a really nice combination actually. So you get that sort of sweet thing, and then you get that nice creamy staying power from the nut butter itself.
Love it.
Okay, one thing that we definitely don't want to mistake into 2013 is not getting enough fiber. So remember, folks out there, that fiber, what it's going to do is it's going to help stabilize blood sugar, because fiber actually slows the digestion of the food. It slows the rate of digestion from the body. So we can go a lot longer on fiber-rich foods. In other words, we don't need to eat as much.
Okay.
Very important for weight management.
And it gets you going.
It gets you going. So I've got a high fiber cereal. So for example, if we've got people out there that are on things like a low fiber cereal, like a Rice Krispie or a cornflake, that kind of a thing where you're not really getting any fiber at all, go with a high fiber cereal. You're looking for 5 grams of fiber or more per serving.
Okay.
And then of course I've got some fruits and vegetables here. Eat the skins. Any kind of skin that is edible, you're really boosting up the fiber.
Okay.
And I've got an ancient grain over there, quinoa. Right?
Yes.
Quinoa's great. It cooks like white rice, but you're getting all the amino acids. It's a complete protein, and it's a great high fiber grain.
And it also tastes good.
It does. It does.
It does taste good. I've actually had it, especially here at Kirk Supermarket. So it's delicious.
Good.
Despite what you might think.
That's right. That's right. So there you have it.
All right. And just to wrap it up now, once again, as always, any last words for viewers out there and how to keep it together, make sure that they follow through with these particular tips?
I think the main thing is if you're going to increase your fiber, increase your water as well, because we need to also get that fiber moving out of us. Keep hydrated.
Drink your water.
Very important.
That's right. All right, thank you, Andrea, for having us here once again.
You're welcome.
Shedding some light. All right, everyone, don't forget every Thursday right here on Daybreak, Live Healthy with Andrea Hill. And of course, she'll be shedding some more light going forward into the new year. Don't go away, there is more coming up on Daybreak. Stay with us.
Live Healthy is brought to you by Kirk Supermarket and Pharmacy.